Activated, your window into an extraordinary world lived by many yet celebrated by few. We showcase how to rally for persons with disabilities, taking you on a journey with valuable life lessons and intriguing personalities, leaving you ready for action. Activated takes us on a journey of taking lessons from persons with disabilities and how we must do things differently to unleash the contribution persons with disabilities can and must make to building a disability-inclusive Mzansi. In today's program, we focus on farming and food security entrepreneurs. We meet Ncemo Mohlongu. As a person living with disability, she believes that unemployment affected her more due to the lack of opportunities and getting resources. We speak to Sibusiso Mogale about his expansion into farming and what it has meant for his career and life purpose. And we end our show with Mduduzi and Mkhwanazi, a poultry farming cooperative in northern KwaZulu-Natal that aims to provide work in the community, to serve as a source of financial income, and for families to have access to nutritious meals and to contribute to food security. Hello and welcome to Activated with me, Helga Barkhuizen. In vandag se program leer ken ons 3 boere met verskillende agtergronde en gestremdhede wat daarin geslaag het om in die boerderysektor te floreer, ongeag die swaar kry wat hulle teëgekom het. Sommige van hierdie ontledings sluit in die gebrek aan inligting oor regeringshulpbronne en befondsing, insluiting, toeganklikheid, gebrek aan kwaliteit onderwys en indiensneming om net 'n paar te noem. Hulle het eenvoudig besluit dat hierdie uitdagings hulle nie gaan terughou nie. Hulle het bygedra tot die land se ekonomie deur werk te skep, die ander plaaseienaars toe te rus en ondersteun met vaardighede, bygedra tot voedselsekerheid en het armoede in hul gemeenskappe verlig. Now let's get activated. Bhina is a female, black, a commercial farmer and the chairperson of Kopano Disabled Primary Cooperative. The citrus farm was established in 2002 in Tafelkop, and it consists of 11 employees, and seasonal jobs could be as much as 40 people over a 6-month period. The cooperative was created to alleviate poverty and be part of the economic activities both nationally and globally. She still believes that they are still marginalized and that the government needs to introduce more farming programs and initiatives for persons with disabilities, as this creates jobs for people in the community who might not have received any formal education or could not complete their studies due to lack of inclusion in a mainstream educational system.
From about 2011, 12, 13, 14, silima ama cash crop, of which ma beetroot nama cabbage nama tamati into ezinjengalezo. Mara-ke nasilima njalo besilima uthola ukuthi asinamali. Uthola ukuthi kosa sibhadele igesi, electricity is too expensive, sifanele sibhadele amanzi ukuthi sifanele sithelelele. Bekunzima kakhulu because iplasa yona ugovernment ethu nasi usithengele nama implement othola ukuthi singabereka ngawo, sinazo nanzi. Mara the thing ukuthi asinazinto uthola ukuthi singazitshala emasimini. Okay, sibe ne partnership no Piet Engelbrecht ukuthi useduze nathi la. Sibe ne partnership naye ngani ngoba ngama challenge ekade sibe nawo. Sibe nama challenge ukuthi lack of finances. Uthola ukuthi asinamali yokuthi singachubeka silime senzele. Sigcine lapho ukuthi sizwane ngepartnership naye. Up until namhlanje sibona ukuthi uPT decide naye akhulume nathi agcina athi mara ngoba kade sitshala ama cash crop kungaba njani ukuthi sitshale ama permanent crop oyili ukuthi ma lemon ke sibe nenkinga sibize bonke ama beneficiary sahlala nabo phasi sakhulumisana sezwana sasayina ama agreement of contract, sasayina ama lease agreement, sasayina indwezo zonke njalo. Sizwene tot namhlanje siyabereka ngendaba yakhe uPiet Engelbrecht ngaye nakho sikhonile siyatshala sinemithi namhlanje ngendaba yakhe uPiet Engelbrecht. We were 12 in cooperative, but we were 12 but only 3 was not disabled. But all of us, we were disabled. But as long as days goes on, abanengaba bayalokanza bayabhubha babhubhile, and then ababhubhileko njalo bajamela bobani bantwana babo oyile ukuthi abekho disabled. So ngase ngithi njenganje abantu abadisabled si5 njenganje abantu abadisabled, because abanye abangababhubhileko mara bajamile bentwana babo, and abentwana babo abekho disabled. Njengami nje nangekwenzeka ukuthi ngiyakhamba ephasini ngi-disabled njengoba nginje, nangekwenzeka ukuthi ngiyakhamba ephasini apha kusho ukuthi ngizokujamela bentwana bami, and abentwana bami ababekho disabled. Mara i-aim yethu beyidi ukuthi sithi ama-disabled, sibizana thina ama-disabled, so that ukuthi sizokwazi ukuthi sigcwaliselele imali zama-grant esizitholako. Then abentwana bethu sikwazi ukondla abentwana bethu, singarely phezu kwama-grant esiwatholako. Ngithi abantu aba-disabled abazi ukuthi ukukhubazeka akutsho ukuthi umuntu azivalele ngendlini. Ngikhubazekile nakho, mara ngiyakhona ukuthi abentwana bami badle. Nakho ngirana iplasa elina 178 hectares, mara ngiyachubeka ngiyaphambili, ngichashe abantu, ngina 5 permanent workers, ngina 8 yama-seasonal workers, okutsho ukuthi ngikhambe ngicwaliselela ama-contract wabo laba abalokazi, as long as ngibona ukuthi awa njenganje khona umbereko uyaphela, ngikhambe ngingezelela njalo njalo. So ngithi bantu abakhubazekile masanuzivalela, kuyahoneka. Mina ngihlezi nje ngiyabereka and angizithuka, ngiyazethemba, ngiyabereka, and then nginabantu ababerekako, asimusuzithuka, asiberegeni, sizokhona. Akubhali, akutsho ukuthi nithi nasikhubazekileko, kutsho ukuthi nengcondo zethu zifile, azikafi, ziyaphila. So ngiba ukuthi niphume ngendlini, niphume nibone ukuthi kuyenzeka and kuyakhoneka. Nakho namhlanje sijame kuhle ngembereko yethu, ngidisable nje mara nginabantu ukuthi bayabereka. So ngiyathokoza. Engithanda ukukutsho ukuthokoza i-Department of Agriculture, ngithokoze i-Department of Agriculture through rural development ukuthi kukhonekile, bakhonile usihelebha, sibe nama-learnership, sibe bayasi-advise ngento eziningi, sibe nama-learnership. Kunje ngikhuluma nje ngine-level 1, 2, 3, 4, ngine-level 4 ye-plant production, kungabo abantu be-agriculture nabo agrisita. So ngalokho ngithanda ukuthokoza, ngithokoze naye uPete Engelbrecht, naye ukuthi abe nesikhathi nathi akhone ukusihelebha, angasipheleli ihliziyo. Sino-relationship obuhle khulu noPete, ngakho sifanele sikutsho lokho, singasabi ukukutsho, and then siyathokoza ngalokho.
After the break, we chat with Sibusiso Mogale about what it takes to enter and thrive in the agriculture sector. Ons is nou weer terug. Welcome back. After a successful career as a swimmer, Sibusiso Mogale, a South African farmer living with disability, ventured into farming and urges people living with disabilities to follow their dreams just like he has. Mogale, from Mbombela and Mpumalanga, was born without hands. Despite this, he is active on 3 pieces of land where he does poultry and crop farming. Mogale is directly involved in the daily work with his wife, uncle, and brother-in-law. Through farming, Mogale has learned patience and understanding. Sbu, welcome to Activated.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's good to be here.
In 2018, you started farming. Take us briefly through your farming journey. What's been happening? What's new?
Right. 2018 was when I officially started farming on a bigger farm. Not that huge, but before then, obviously, I started off with the backyard farming, and I mean that was great. Very humbling experience. I mean, I think it's basically where anybody could start. But yeah, that's where I decided to start. That's the only thing I had, or only space that I had. So yeah, definitely.
So touching on that, what qualities do people with disabilities need to cultivate if they want to become farmers like you?
To be honest with you, I think, just starting farming, mainly, it was never really about the disability per se. It was more of just what I love and what I wanted to do. And it just so happened that I have a disability.
Sure.
And obviously with, those who have a disability and they want to get into the agricultural space, more than anything, from my experiences, start somewhere. Start with the backyard, knock on the government door, knock on the private sector's doors, but let them see what you have started. So a lot of people want to, do something, but they just say it. They don't want to take the action. And I think that's what maybe makes me stand, apart from the rest, to say I actually wanted to do it and I actually did it.
Yeah.
And then everything else just followed.
So you've secured private funding and you've also received funding from provincial and national government. A lot of people say that's really difficult. What type of advice do you have for someone that wants to go that route, getting funding from government?
Yeah, that's a very good question. The type of advice I can give to someone that wants to go into either the government route or even, private sector, just getting funding in general, I think you gotta just keep knocking on their doors. People what don't realize is you will be turned down. You're not gonna get it right the first time in most cases, but once again, I'm speaking from my experience. And I've had to knock, on the door more than, 100 times, so to speak. But eventually someone, answered. I think it's the perseverance. You just can't give up. I think we've said it so many times and we've heard it so many times. Not giving up, or giving up is not an option. It's literally just what it is. You just have to keep going and just know what it is that you want as well, because a lot of people take advantage of that. So know what you want and have your planning in order as well.
Sure. So we're in the farming sector. If someone wanted to get going with farming, where is their need in the market? Do they need to plant potatoes or sweet corn? Where do they need to go with it?
Actually, farming is quite a huge platform, and we always need something, to be honest. And I mean, take me for example. I'm a mixed veg farmer as well as chicken, so I'm an actual mixed farmer. I've got broilers and I've got layers. The chickens that lay eggs, and obviously the ones that I produce for meat. And then obviously I've got your vegetables, lettuce, spinach, cabbages. So basically, in short, you can't really go wrong planting anything really, because it will always be needed. There'll always be a market for something, especially if it's food. I mean, farming it's about food. So yeah, no, there's I would say personally get into the vegetable farming because. Like, for example, I do the school's nutritionist program where the Department of Agriculture comes and takes my vegetables and they take it to the public schools for those lunch, or I think they've got programs where they give food to students as well as hospitals. So, I mean, if you plant sweet potatoes, cabbages, carrots, you name it, they will come and take it. And then I think the only thing they don't take, I think it was chilies. I can't really recall, but yeah, no, I don't think chilies is a huge market for me personally. But there are people for chilies.
For South Africans.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, no, the market is huge. You are not limited to a specific vegetable or product.
Sure. So there's a saying that goes, build it and they'll come. So you've done this, you've created jobs for like persons with disabilities. Tell us, how can we, grow on that? How can we help other farmers employ people with disabilities and more job creation?
That's a very, very good question. And I think you're the first person who's ever asked that question in terms of, with disability inclusion. Look, technology is the one thing that's going to help us, kind of bridge the gap, especially with farming, because now you're looking at land and some people on wheelchairs won't be able to work that land and, be on the land with a wheelchair. It will be very difficult. So now you need certain technologies to accommodate those type of farmers, because you can be a farmer and be on a wheelchair. Take me, for example, I'm a farmer without arms. There are certain things that I can't do on the farm, and technology is the thing that actually assists me to become a better farmer. Look, at the moment, obviously I can't afford those type of technological machineries, but obviously as I grow, I'll be able to buy and I'll be able to do a lot of things on my own. But with job creation, we can definitely grow on that in a sense, teaching more people with disabilities to, become farmers, but also because there's, not everyone wants to become a farmer.
Yes.
Some they just want to be specialists in maybe taking care of certain type of vegetable. So you kind of need to assist those in that area and help them. Some are students fresh out of university. Take them in and let them work the farm.
So you believe something like learnerships would help with that?
Most 100%, definitely. Internships, learnerships, certain types of programs, even if it's not a learnership, but all types of programs regarding agriculture. So yeah, definitely.
Incredible. Thank you so much for your time, Sibu. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And hopefully I come back again.
Thanks, Sibu. After the break, we visit Mduduzi Mkhwanazi on his poultry farm, 100% run and managed by persons with different impairments in Kwaghlangezwe, Mtunzini, KwaZulu-Natal. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Mduduzi Mkhwanazi is 'n 51-jarige boer wat op 6-jarige ouderdom met polio gediagnoseer is. Hy besit ook 'n klein konstruksiemaatskappy wat padinstandhouding doen en het tot dusver 6 mense aangestel. Hy is die sekretaris-generaal van 'n organisasie genaamd National Disability Movement wat pleit vir insluiting en toeganklikheid vir mense met gestremthede. Let's meet him. Mduduzi Mkhwanazi aims to alleviate poverty, create jobs, and occupy as much farming land as they can so that South Africa does not have to import food from other countries. They've already received significant financial and technical support from the KZN provincial government.
Njengoba ke sakheke ibhizinisi leli ngokuhlanganyela singabantu abakhubazekile isizathu senza ukuthi senze njalo ilento yokuthi sifisa ukuthi umphakathi noma abantu bonke nje abakhona bazi ukuthi since une disability i-disability is into nje efanayo yabona akufanele uvinjwe i-disability. So that's why ke thina sathi cha sifuna abantu umphakathi ubone ukuthi ukuba ne-disability akukho la ukuvimbela khona kodwa kusuke kuyinto nje ekufanele ungayicabangi nokuthi unayo ungayibona mhlawumbe sekufanele udance ukuthi oh I cannot dance because I've got the disability, but the rest kufuna ucabange uye phambili nawe ucompete nabanye abantu abakhona emhlabeni ngoba nathi singobaba sineyingane ezithi baba yabona ayikho into esi-effectayo kakhulu. So nanokuthi ke nasemphakathini kwakha istigma lesokuthi abantu bafila noma bebibuka i-disability njengento engaba i-barrier anywhere anyhow, but ke thina njengoba sinale business sinale business nje siqashe abantu abangakhubazekile kodwa baqashwa abantu abakhubazekile bona. Kuleli plaza ke leyinkukhu siney'nkukhu eziwu-3,000. Lezi nkukhu eziwu-3,000 zifika ngokwehlukana. Ezokuqala zabo 1,005 ey'fike ngo-October. NgoDisemba kwafika another 1,005, which is 3,000 sezizonke. Right. Lezi ke ezokuqala eziwu-1,005 beyikwazi ukuthi ngelanga ziyakwazi ngelanga ikhiphe cishe amaqanda 1,004 ngoba azizaleli kanye kanye. Ezinye uthola ukuthi seyiqalile, ezinye azakakulungeli njalo njalo ngoba mayisafika zizeyiqala zibe ne-stress sokuthi i-environment intsha kuzona. Amaqanda ke ezalwe lezi inkukhu sesiwadayisela ama-local supermarket ala kwaDlangezwa namaphethelo. So akwazilo plus or minus last month plus or minus 10,000 sikwazile ukuthi sidayise ube khona. Kunezinye ke ezifikile ke inkukhu engicabanga ukuthi zona zizoqala kahle ukukhipha amaqanda in January time ngoba zakulungile kwamanje safunda environment. So sezizonke-ke zu-3,000 and nokusinika-ke ithemba lokuthi as from January imarket yethu izokwenyuka ngokuphindiwe. Kuleli plaza siyajabula kakhulu kuba nendawo njengaleli plaza chicken farmers. So sinabantu-ke abakhubazekile abawu-3 abasebenzayo. At all sinabasebenzi abawu-7. So sina 3 disabled people bese kuba abawu-4 abangekho disabled.
Kodwa-ke okwamanje ngingathi lo mbono owayenawo umdu ngokuwabantu abakhubazekile uhamba ngendlela okuyiyona ngoba njengoba selapha nje sisebenza under umqondo wayesinike wona thina. Okunye futhi uma ngabe sinaye umdu thina umuntu okwazi ukuthi noma ngabe kuthiwa-ke ngelinye ilanga umoya wakho uhluthukile ukuba khona kwakhe phakathi kwethu kwesinye isikhathi siyenza ukuthi sibe happy and naye futhi umuntu open ukuthi uma kukhona into ofuna ukuyidlula engekho right umedlulisele yona.
Kuba kwiNkwale cooperative kuyishintshile impilo yami because one kube into yokuqala efezekile nengangifisa ukubona abanye abantu abakhubazekile nabo bebamba iqhaza kwezamabhizinisi. Ngalokho ngisho ngathi kuyishintshile impilo yami ngoba angikho selfish. Ngiwumuntu oyethanda ukubona nabanye abantu bethuthuka uma kufanele. So ngalokho ngathi kuyishintshile impilo yami.
Let us build on the World Food Summit of 1996 vision as they defined food security as existing when all people at all times have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe and nutritious food preferences for an active and healthy life. Bly veilig, tot volgende week, selfde plek, selfde tyd, only on SABC2, you belong. Join, like and share Activated on Facebook.